Welcome back to the Brilliant Marketing with Mary show. I'm Mary Barnett, they also known as Mobile Mary, and I'm so excited for you to watch the show today. Again, we are giving you all the love and all the information in only 15 minutes on these shows. And today I have an amazing speaker talking about how to write a book that markets your business and helps the reader. So stay tuned because my guest, Cori, is pretty amazing, and she's going to show you the easy way to do this to make sure that this helps you with your business. So that is awesome. Before we get started, I wanted to invite you to my free group, which I'll put a link in the show notes. But it's the Marketing Innovation Playground, which is a fun, free group that allows you to be playful and get creative. So you can use that in your marketing to attract your perfect clients. And if you're kind of like, what would you say, stuck, and you're like, I don't know what to offer exactly, or I have all these things that I do, and I don't know how to laser focus my audience to really get people to buy from me, because a confused mind doesn't buy, right? That's like a mantra in marketing. So if you really want to get laser focused in what you need, we have this power hour that we offer, or I offer. And it's very affordable, but it gives you a very succinct time with me, and you walk away with so much clarity, so much laser focus on what you can offer, especially going into the new year. So I encourage you to click the link that'll be in the show notes if you would like to book a time with me. I only have a few slots left in this year, which I can't believe we're zipping into the end of the 2023. Wow. So let's bring on, without further ado, my wonderful guest. I want to read a little bit about her because she is pretty amazing. And I have to read it because it is, there might be one person in the world who doesn't know who Cori is, but Cori Wamsley is the CEO of Aurora Corialis Publishing, and she works with leaders who have a transformational story to share. She helps them quickly and easily write and publish a book for their brand that helps them create a legacy and be seen as an expert while building a relationship with the reader. Cori has 18 years experience as a professional writer and editor, including 10 years with the Departments of Energy and Justice and 4 years as the executive editor of Inspiring Lives magazine. So this girl knows what she's doing, right? She also wrote 8 fiction books and 1 nonfiction book, The Spark Method, How to Write a Book for Your Business Fast, and contributed to 2 anthologies. Her 10th book, The Treasures We Seek, will be available this month. In fact, I think she just launched it. So without further ado, let me bring up the beautiful, the wonderful Cori Wamsley. Yay!
Hi, thanks for having me on.
You are so welcome. Thank you so much for being my guest today. So you basically help people become a rock star and be like super famous. So tell me a little bit, like I've just read your amazing history, but really what is your why? Why is this so important to you to help people publish their book?
Yeah, so many people have amazing stories that can be empowering others. And because, especially business owners or people who run nonprofits, people who are leaders in their niche, they are busy. They don't have time to figure out how to write a book and how to publish it and where to find an editor and who's going to do my cover. All those pieces, I just brought them all together and made it super simple so people can actually just come to me and be like, here's my manuscript. Thank you. Just deal with this. And we take care of
Oh,
all.
really? So what do they need to do to be, I know this, we didn't practice these questions. I just am honestly curious. Like, what does somebody have to have ready before they come to you? Anything?
It depends on what they want to do. We work with people who have a manuscript already. We work with people who want to work with our ghostwriter. We also work with people who want coaching. I do private and also group coaching. So it's really whatever it is that they need, we have.
Okay. So it doesn't matter where they are on their journey, as long as they know they want to have a book out there. Because you mentioned the word legacy. And I think that's so important that we leave that for our kids, right? Something of us that they can hold on to, or even for the community to leave the world a better place. Like, tell me more about your desire to help people leave a legacy.
Yeah, I just have always thought it's incredibly important because our stories, when they keep them locked in our heads, nobody gets to hear them. And there are plenty of people who you might look across the neighborhood and be like, yeah, there's nobody out there like me. And sure enough, there's probably half a dozen people who are going through the same exact thing. And if we aren't all talking about this stuff, then nobody knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So someone who, and in marketing, I always tell people that they are the answer to someone's prayer.
Yeah.
But if we keep that light under a bushel, like the song, or right, or we're not putting it out there, how are you going to show up to answer that prayer, right? So you need to put yourself out there, and a book is a phenomenal way to do that. You shared your brilliant marketing share with me, which is if you open up about your story, your book becomes an incredible, authentic marketing piece. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah. So I've seen some people when they start to write their book, they want to keep all of the personal stuff in. They just want to
Oh,
share what the the takeaways are. This is what
okay.
this is what I've learned along my journey. Well, I want to see how you learned that. Why is it you're the expert? Open up a little bit. Show me that you're a real person. I always share a story about one of my authors who's talking about his health journey, and he starts out saying like, well, I, took everything out of my fridge and I put all these healthy foods in. And I'm like, and what? Yeah, and then I ate healthy food. I'm like, bullshit. I know you got a pizza. I know you ordered Chinese. I know you were walking past a bar and saw your friends in there and you're like,
Right,
yeah, I'm going to go in. Like, you are a real person and I want to see that. So when we're sharing authentically and we're opening up about what really happened,
right,
we're getting people to be able to trust us because we're saying, hey, I'm a real person. I'm not perfect and neither are you. So
right.
we're
And if
getting,
I did it, you can do it too, right?
yeah,
And I think what's important is that gives them hope, right? I
yeah,
mean, your readers, gives your readers hope that if they're stuck in that same situation or they have that same pain point,
yeah.
that you are the aspirin or the, they say you're either a pill or a, what's that? You provide the pill or the passion or some, there's some to alliteration that, you either you're solving something that hurts
Mhm.
or helping something feel better. Like
Yeah.
you're, I don't know, there, I should think of what that is. That's important. Um, you also shared this brilliant marketing fact. It says that more that you share nuggets of wisdom within your field of expertise, the more people understand who you are and what you stand for. So elaborate on this one.
Yeah, when you're coming at things from an educational perspective, a point of being able to help people, then people get it. If you're trying to skirt around details, or if you're, not sharing those nuggets of wisdom, if you're just like, oh yes, here's this, then I mean, you could have gone online and gotten that. Why?
Right,
Why would I pay for a book? Why would I come and see you talk? Why would I work with you? Which is, the goals that people have when they've put a book out there. Why should I
right,
do all of these extra things? I can go on a blog post and hear anybody's like, oh, yes, you have to be authentic. Well, why? Why should I be authentic? Tell me how you learned that.
right. And people do love to hear the ugly truth. Like the more like graphic and I'm not saying being gross, but I mean I think people want to know the details. They are they want like you when you are on the freeway, why does everybody stop and look at an accident, right?
Yeah.
What happened? It's the looky-loo mindset, right? We all have to know what happened and why people follow those ridiculous reality shows. Like
Yeah.
I hear about, oh my God, why would anybody put themselves on that? Oh my God. Like they are looking like their grandchildren are going to watch this. Like, oh my God,
Yeah.
you're like making out with complete strangers
Yeah.
on TV. Like, oh my God, crazy.
Yeah. Well, in the
Absolutely
case of
crazy.
a book, I'm hoping people aren't sharing that level, but the things that they are sharing are what's important to their audience.
Right.
And if you're whether you're doing like a business book or a book about your health journey or some sort of life experience you've had, it needs to be something that you've gone through that you can help others with. And when you're sharing, like, yeah, I walked in the room and I immediately burst into tears, people are going to get that. They're going to say, yeah, I had the same exact experience. But because you're 2 or 3 steps down the road, they get that hope. They go, oh, okay, well, she went through it. That means I can go ahead and follow some of this stuff. Or, yeah, she gets how I feel. I feel better because someone's kind of commiserating with me.
I love that. Now we've been talking about business books or nonfiction books.
Mhm.
What would you like? I know you just launched a. In fact, I'm so sorry. I have the book. I'm going to load it up while you're talking. You just launched There it is in living color. Okay, so tell me a little bit about this book because, like, this obviously is a passion project because it's a fiction book. Like, tell me like how you came up with it and why you wanted to publish it.
Yeah. So the books that I do are fiction, for the most part, except for the Spark Method. But
Oh, really?
yeah,
Oh, okay. I was thinking the opposite. Okay, cool. Tell
yeah,
me.
everything's fiction except the Spark Method, which is how to write a book for your business.
Okay.
The Treasures We Seek and the one I did before that, Braving the Shore, those are books about some of the things that I've experienced along my journey. And I know not everybody reads nonfiction, or not everybody reads nonfiction. So I wanted to
Right.
give these women, the same sort of experiences and ability to learn. So when somebody picks up one of my books, they can kind of dive into this other world. And it's not somebody saying, hey, you should do this. This is what I've done. It's, wow, let me follow her journey. And I'm going to be able to reflect a little bit on my own too.
That is so cool. So you actually use the fictional characters to get your point across.
Yeah.
Girl, that is awesome. A little subliminal learning there. I
Yeah.
love that. Wow. Okay, so I have to share with you that I don't know if you know that like I created a journal. I'm self-publishing it. It's
Yeah.
nothing fancy, but it's I think going to be very impactful for the type A overwhelmed, crazy moms that I'm sure we've talked before. You're the same way. Like you are do everything, volunteer for everything, get it
Mhm.
all, done, girl. And I've had this journey all my life. I just recently took the Enneagram test and people kept going, "Oh, you're a 7. You're a 7," and I'm like, "Really? I don't know. Like, yeah, I'm fun, but seems a little superficial. I don't know, you know." And so I finally this weekend, we were on a girls' weekend away and we all took it. And I'm a 3,
Huh.
which is an achiever, right? And I
Okay.
always wonder why I'm such a spaz. Like, that's I have all this childhood issues about always. My dad said the word lazy was a 4-letter word, and so
Okay.
so I've always had all these books in mind. So I thought I'm just going to get this journal done, and it's something that women can hopefully learn with me going from overwhelmed to overjoyed, which is I'm excited about.
Nice.
Um, but I've also had these like fiction books that are stem in, and so you can give me your opinion. So they stem in reality. So one is based on my grandmother's life. That, of course, she's passed away, so I can't get any more information than from the story she shared with me as a child.
Mhm.
Um, so I don't even know if there's a market for that. I don't even care if there's a market for that. But um, what you just said kind of interests me. Like I could make her into a character that teaches a lesson. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Not in a like obvious way, but like in my book, Kenzie, my character, she learns how to be able to trust herself again because she went through a really rough breakup and she feels like, she just destroys everything. And it was with a narcissist she was in a relationship with. And so he kind of, made her feel like, oh, this was all your fault and you ruined things. And so she's going around like being a people pleaser and needing validation from people. And I know that's a huge thing for women is that we're
Yes.
always like, well, did I do it right? And oh my God, I can't believe I broke that. We're always down on ourselves. And she kind of manages to turn it around when she goes on this trip to Italy with her best friend and starts kind of opening up and saying, okay, no, maybe I can try new things. Maybe I can be vulnerable.
Okay. Can I buy this book and like, can I send it to you to be autographed? Because that is amazing.
Thank you.
Wow. No, seriously, can I buy a book from you?
I'll bring books when we go to Podfest.
Oh, yes! Okay, but I wanna buy it from you, and I would like you to sign it because obviously you're super famous, and I'm, gonna fangirl over you.
Thank you.
You're welcome, you're welcome. Okay, seriously, I have a million more questions, but we are running out of time. So is there, how can someone get a hold of you, Cori?
Yeah, if you go to my website, Aurora Corialis Publishing, that's Cori, CORI.com, you can go through the contact form there. I'm on Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn as Cori Wamsley.
Okay, and I will make sure to put your website link, because I know it's not clickable in the video. So I'll make sure to put website link in the show notes. So everyone, so if they are even like thinking about a book or wanting to get published and leaving a legacy for themselves, their family, their children, you are the person that they need to go to, right?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being on the show today, Cori. You are truly a blessing to so many people. And I'm just so excited to be able to hug you in person in January at Podfest.
Yes, I'm excited.
And
Thank
by
you
the
for
way, we
having me.
have like 13 seconds. we will be at podcast in January in Orlando, Florida, speaking about having a live stream and podcast show. So I'm absolutely thrilled to be in the same network as you, Cori. And until next time, have a brilliant day, be brilliant in all you do, and we will see you next week, same time, same channel. And I hope you have a brilliant day.